Well, hey there. Good afternoon, or good morning, USA. I hope you all can see me better today. My apologies. Huh. I wish I could get that thing to do what I want it to do. There's my face better. Well, anyway, we're going to get on with some news here, if I can. This is about George H.W. Bush's last words revealed. And I'm using my Acer laptop today. I think we'll just go ahead and sit back here on the sofa. Please don't pay any attention to what's on the ceiling. So at any rate, my friends, I wonder if I can make this any better. Can I? Hot dog, I got light in here. What do you know? Excuse me. So, my friends, George H.W. Bush's last words revealed. And it looks like we're going to have to click on that link. We are at the New York Post today. Good morning, USA. This is Mr. McBee. You're live. C. Beagle, if you're on, hello. D. Rob, if you're on, hello. Good morning, USA. And Dan Boone, sir, if you're on. Y'all have a great day. I hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, that sir was a shout out to all our veterans, all of you that served in our military, and even the police forces and that. You guys, you have a hard job to do. Anyway, so George H.W. Bush's last words. This is by the New York Post. Its writers, its editors, and staff, December 1st, 2018 at 4:14 p.m. by Mary Kay Ling. And it's George H.W. Bush's last words revealed. Woo! Woo! Do we got a hot one for you? Well, maybe. Former President George H.W. Bush's last words were "I love you too," spoken in response to his eldest son, former President George W. Bush, in a phone call Friday night. The elder Bush's longtime friend and former Secretary of State, James Baker, was quoted as describing the departed leader's final hours in the New York Times on Saturday. Bush, who was 94, died in his Houston home with son Neil and several friends and family members in the room. His other children spoke to him by phone in the last few minutes of his life, including the 43rd president, who praised him as a wonderful dad. Perhaps he was a wonderful dad. I mean, something we probably don't know. So, good morning, USA. You are live. This is Mr. Nick B., your host. I'm going to start doing these during the day and maybe recording them a little bit more often. Lighting is not real good. See, I'm in northern Michigan, and it was dark already at like 5:30. It's a sad thing about where I'm at in northern Michigan. It is like in the top 10 for most sun-deprived states in the wintertime. Cities in the wintertime. Though where I'm at, we probably get a lot more sunshine in the summer than a lot of other cities do. In northern Michigan in particular. I mean, because it can go from kind of, 60 to 90 pretty quick. And it can get pretty chilly, too. So, I mean, it has, but as far as fall, spring, and summer, mostly spring and summer, we have quite a lot of sun. Other than that, we don't have so much. Anyways, excuse me. Bush's health had been fading since the death of Barbara Bush, his wife of 73 years, in April, but he was, excuse me, my friends, but he was well enough to attend the wedding of his granddaughter, also named Barbara Bush, in Maine in October. The Bushes made history as the first father-son presidential duo since John Adams and son John Quincy Adams. Quincy Adams were elected in the nation's earliest decades. Interesting, huh? Oh. Appears that is that article. Let's see what else we can find from the New York Post this evening, if you guys are here watching now live. Otherwise, you'll hit the replay sometime later this evening or tomorrow morning. I'll read a kind of a funny story to you. Anyway, this one's kind of funny. This is again, from the New York Post. New York Post. Its writers, its editors and staff, November 20, 2018, 11:35 p.m. This is by the Associated Press, or courtesy of the Associated Press by the New York Times, whichever, I'm not sure. Thank these guys for trying to do a great job, and, seems they're more willing to share their content than some. Somehow I picked up on one, I guess, didn't like it when I shared the content, so, I don't know if it's the more conservative-leaning outlets, or, I sure wish people would just come to me if they got a problem, if they believe I've, violated copyright content. I just wish it'd come to me. Just hash it out with me. I'd be happy to take the video down if I see that it, but the only reason I'm doing this is I don't see a lot of any of them on YouTube, except I do see Conservative Tribune put some out, but I think in the time frame that I'd like to have this come out, it's after their articles. Oops, okay, we're going to add here. So anyway, clerk who thought New Mexico was foreign country refused to give out marriage license. So I don't know if I'll be able to. Hey, you know what? I think I might subscribe to that New York Post Morning Report. Got our top stories delivered to your inbox every morning. I might do that. Yeah, let's sign up. I hope it doesn't make me go through a whole bunch of junk. How about breaking news alert? We'll just go breaking news alert. Thanks for subscribing. Oh, they're so polite on their website. Well, actually, I think that's kind of the gist of it. Anyways, it is the New York Post, not the New York Times. I wonder if they appreciate that plug. Anyway, how do you say that? La Cruces, New Mexico, a District of Columbia clerk and a supervisor refused to accept a New Mexico man's state driver's license as he sought a marriage license because she and her supervisor believed New Mexico was a foreign country. Okay, I don't know if I can quit laughing. Gavin Clarkson told the Las Cruces Sun News it happened November 20th at the District of Columbia Court's Marriage Bureau as he tried to apply for a marriage license. After approaching the clerk for a license and showing his New Mexico ID, Clarkson said the clerk told him he needed an international passport to get the marriage license. Clarkson said he protested to a supervisor who also told him that he needed a foreign passport. New Mexico, not Mexico. Just watch the Rifleman, people. I say that because it's based in New Mexico. I mean, that's where their storyline or movie line is. Okay, guys. Anyways, Clarkson said he protested to his supervisor, who also told him that he needed a foreign passport. The clerk finally concluded New Mexico was a state after Clarkson objected 3 times. The clerk granted the license to Clarkson and his fiancée. She thought New Mexico was a foreign country, Clarkson said of the clerk. All the couples behind us waiting in line were laughing. Do you blame them? all the couples behind them were all laughing. Clarkson, who is an enrolled member of the Choctaw Nation, said if he had had his tribal identification card, he might have had an easier time than showing his New Mexico driver's license. In a statement, the D.C. courts system acknowledged the staff error to the Sun News. We understand that a clerk in our marriage bureau made a mistake regarding New Mexico's 106-year history as a state. 106-year history as a state. Leah H. Karowitz, spokeswoman for D.C. courts, said in an email, "We very much regret the error and the slight delay it caused a New Mexico resident in applying for a D.C. marriage license." Oh boy, boy. Oh, my friends. So this is Mr. Nick B., your host, your friendly host for Good Morning USA. We're not the mainstream media. I really hate these rollover ads placed in places. It makes it very difficult to do anything with the website. Hey, Verizon just put out a public safety announcement. Hurricane Michael. I'm going to read this in case anybody's in the path of this hurricane. Actually, I'm going to play their video, I guess.
We had no cell service from any carrier here, so we were just basically without
many people had their phones but no chargers. And Verizon brought battery charger packs. And, oh my God, I was so excited because it meant I could keep my phone in my pocket, still be reachable, still run around. Anything
Okay.
that enables us to have more help lets us help these people even further. Having something that gives us the Wi-Fi allows the community to have a sense of comfort that they wouldn't have otherwise.
The devastation is real. The effect on people is very, very real. And that's why it is so important for us to restore our network just as quickly as possible.
We have dealt with some extended outages caused by historic damage to our fiber network, but the teams are working around the clock to restore connectivity so people can communicate and get
Okay.
the services that they need. We run.
Ah. Can we find anything on page 6, I wonder? What do you think, guys? Can we find anything on page 6? Well, let's go somewhere else. We'll go to... Hmm. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one for you. This is from the New York Post. This is by Livia Besseman. December 1st, 2018, 4:43 p.m., and it's been updated. Why Michelle Obama didn't run for president. Oh, you guys love this, baby. So anyway, you ready, folks? Okay. Former fake First Lady. Well, actually, those are my words. The fake is my words. Are my words. But anyway, former First Lady Michelle Obama said she hasn't run for the Oval Office because her path has never been politics. Good to know. The confession came during a surprise visit to the Lower East Side Girls Club in Manhattan on Saturday, ahead of an evening appearance at Barclays Center for her Becoming book tour. Huh. A beaming Obama was greeted by delighted squeals from 30 girls before the group struck up a conversation and shared bowls of farro and veggies. You can ask anything. I am ready, Obama told the kids. How come you didn't run for president? One of them said. Obama cited several reasons, including giving her 2 daughters a break from a heavy security presence. Damn good reason not to run for president. Damn good reason. Thinking of her family first. You know, and that one I gotta give her kudos for thinking of her kids first. Not the power that it brings. So anyway, Obama cited several reasons, including giving her 2 daughters a break from a heavy security presence. She went on to say with a laugh, "I don't want to be president. My path has never been politics. I just happened to marry somebody whose passion was politics. Just because he likes it doesn't mean that I like it." At more than 2 million copies sold, Obama's Becoming was recently named the year's best-selling hardcover book. The author was accompanied by Chef Sam Koss, who previously served as executive director of Obama's Let's Move campaign. Okay, so we have a sponsored story. I don't know if we can go into sponsored content or not. Somebody please let me know. This is from Trend Chaser, I guess. We don't need to read that. That's just about the Food Network stuff. You guys can read that on the net yourself. Yeah, man. Pretty soon I'm going to go and I'm going to watch a movie or something. My goodness, are you kidding me? Alrighty, so. Oh, there's a nice island in Wayfair. Wow. It's not an island, it's a kitchen island. So, shall we go into Metro? Let's see what Metro has for us. This is probably something inside New York City because it's Metro News. Oh boy. Couple of good stories, guys. Let's see what we come up with here. Well, yeah, I wonder if this is even legal. Anyway, New York Post has an article here. It is December 1st, 2018, 3:47 p.m. It's been updated. It is by Melissa Klein. Al Sharpton sells his life story rights for $531,000 to his own charity. You guys comment in the comment section. Let me know if you think that's legal. The Reverend Al Sharpton has found an eager buyer for the rights to his life story. His own charity, the National Action Network, agreed to pay the activist preacher $531,000 for his life story rights for a 10-year period, according to the nonprofit's latest tax filing, which was obtained by the Post. NAN can apparently turn around and sell those rights to Hollywood or other takers at a profit. But neither the Reverend nor the charity would identify what producers are waiting for such Sharpton content. The document does not indicate when Sharpton, who is president of NAN, can get the cash. NAN gets the cash, which is above and beyond the $244,661 he already pulled down in compensation from the group in 2017. Sharpton also wouldn't say when the cash would come in. What does that have to do with anything, he said, speaking to the Post Saturday from South Africa. So he lives in South Africa now? And he's supposed to get something to do with the United States? Who the hell is this guy? What does that have to do with anything, he said, speaking to the Post Saturday from South Africa, where he is hosting an MSNBC, the MSPMS NBC. The PMS NBC, NBC, I can't even say it, never mind. I can't do it like Mark Dice. Anyways, yeah, what does that have to do with anything? He said, speaking to the Post Saturday from South Africa, where he's hosting an MSNBC broadcast on the 100th anniversary of Nelson Mandela's birth. Sharpton claimed the idea for the deal came from two NEN board members whom he would not name. He said they want to create a source of revenue for the civil rights organization after he steps down in about a year. This way they make a profit from the beginning and all in revenues, he said. Sharpton said he had contracts for 2 movies with a 3rd contract in the works. One of these movies is already in production. He claimed he would not provide details of any of the projects. Not provide details of any of the projects. Somebody out there, a journalist, go FOIA. See if we can go FOIA. Let's see if we can FOIA the results. I don't know if that's possible, but let me know in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Especially if you are a hardcore journalist, all right? And you know, if you know a lot about this stuff. I'm new to this. I'm doing it as trying to give you a more positive outlook. News shouldn't be all negative, all 24/7 negative. It should be done it could be done in a more positive form, and just, freedom of speech, all that stuff. And everyone support President Donald J. Trump. Yeah. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Don't make me sing, guys. Get on here. Where is everybody? Okay. I think I'm done. Oh, boy. Oh. Yeah, okay, so apparently this guy's not going to provide any details of any of the projects. He said a play was being shopped around and there were other assets that would generate revenue for NEN, including a recording where James Brown is singing and he's talking in video footage of him with Michael Jackson. You've got real property here. You're not talking about just me as an activist. These are non-related NEN things that are the saleable items, he said. Sharpton said that the assets were appraised and the movie deals also could bring in at least triple to NEN over what he was paying him for rights. Over what it was paying him for the rights. The organization says a private donor put up the money to make the purchase, but did not name the donor. Non-profit experts said the transaction could be troubling because NEN, whose mission includes criminal justice reform and police accountability, was doing business with its president. If NEN paid too much, it could run afoul of IRS rules regarding excess benefits given to a non-profit's key officials, which might put its tax-exempt status in jeopardy. Marcus Owens, a former IRS official and a partner with the Loeb Law Firm in Washington, D.C. When I see this kind of thing, it just makes me roll my eyes because there's so much potential for funny business, said Linda Sugan, a Fordham University Law School professor and associate dean. The organization's tax filing noted that the board's unnamed executive committee independently approved the deal. But Sugan questioned such independence was achieved. In this case, In this case, it's really difficult because of his role in the organization and just because of his overall influence, she said. Daniel Borshoff, the head of Charity Watch, said the transaction would have been a lot cleaner if Sharpton sold the rights himself to a production company and then donated any profit in excess of $531,000 to NAN. The Harlem-based National Action Network, which Sharpton founded in 1991, holds weekly action rallies at the House of Justice headquarters and an annual convention that has drawn President Obama as a speaker. The event has been sponsored in the past by large corporations including Walmart, PepsiCo, and Ford. Bad move, PepsiCo, Ford, and Walmart. Bad move. I'm so shocked. Notice you don't hear about Sears, Kmart, former Yonkers, former Toys R Us. You don't, those people, those companies, what's the other one? Macy's, even Macy's didn't get in there. But Walmart, PepsiCo, and Ford thought it was a great idea. Wow, that's sad. Makes me not want to drink my Pepsi anymore. But I can't drink Coke, so unfortunately I'm stuck with Pepsi. Might not go back to Ford either, or Walmart. So anyway, the nonprofit took in $6.3 million in revenue last year, up from $5.8 million the year before. According to its tax filings, its years of outstanding taxes were paid off in 2014. Sharpton, who hosts the Politics Nation shows on MSNBC, managed. Sharpton, who hosts the Politics Nation. Politics Nation show on TV. Politics Nation show on MSNBC. Managed to pay off a chunk of his tax debt to the state and feds in the last year. He paid $172,000 $172,112 to the state, but still owes $736,375 in personal income tax and taxes for 3 of his companies in Albany. City records show $1.3 million tax lien to the IRS was satisfied in February, but records show he still has $2.5 million in outstanding federal liens against him and one of his companies. NAN has maintained that Sharpton is paying taxes on an installment plan. The liens don't reflect partial payment. I say BS. Anyway, those were from the New York Post, my friends. This is Mr. Nick B., your friendly host for Good Morning USA. So where is everybody tonight? I know I'm doing this in the evening. So I'm going to share something with y'all. I'm going to do this. So, actually, I'm going to go to this here. Open records request in Michigan. Okay. Yes. Open records request in Michigan. Open records request, Michigan. Yes. Okay, let's see. Where was I here? What? That FOIA request filed in Michigan? You might have to wait. Michigan Radio, Well, this didn't come up like I thought it would. Yeah, Well, I'm going to take you to MSP, Freedom of Information Act request, State of Michigan. This is kind of important, guys, okay? So, pay attention here. A lot of things going on, and there seems to be a large disconnect with a lot of police departments and citizens. Now, in my area, for the most part, our police departments are acting professional. On occasion, you get somebody acting out of sorts, a police officer acting out of sorts. I know I had a friend who actually had a stop for expired tabs. First thing the guy says is, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. And he wanted the lady's registration. You know, the basic stuff that they ask for in a traffic stop. And, you know, asked, do you know what I stopped you for? Or told her that her tabs were expired, just simply told her, you know, your tabs are expired, this is why I pulled you over. And so that officer, you know, he should be commended because he actually did it the right way. So many times they stop you and they don't tell you what they're doing. I did have an experience myself. I had a rather difficult experience with one. Driving an unmarked vehicle, sitting around, I think he was, you know, in a, you know, area with a large drug presence, and he was trying to scope that out. But he decided to pull after me. I guess it got boring, and he decided to pull in after me. And, well, at any rate, here's my story on that. So this is just basically one bad cop or one cop with a bad attitude. Let me put it that way. I think he just had a bad attitude. He got bored. He went after me because he saw my car didn't have shocks on it because I couldn't afford to get the shocks. Anyways, so I mean it had shocks, but they just weren't working very well. So my car looked weird. I can admit it looks weird. It looked weird. But at any rate, I was on a side street minding my own business, and there were probably 100 other cops, you know, because this was in the summertime, and, you know, my expiration date is in December for my tabs if I was to own another vehicle. That's the funny thing. So many cops drove behind me and didn't seem to either give it a second thought or didn't notice it. Or perhaps maybe they were called away too quickly. I don't know. But it didn't seem to bother them. That wasn't the first thing on their mind to pull me over for expired tabs. And perhaps maybe there were only a couple of them that saw it, and maybe it was within that time frame that I had. So I don't know. But anyway, this guy was in an unmarked vehicle. To begin with, a little unsafe for him to be just pulling people over. You know, nobody, in this day and age, I couldn't have really told if it was an unmarked vehicle with a real police officer in it. So what I recommend, if you get pulled over by an unmarked car, I would have, really, especially if you got a vehicle with it where you can attach your cell phone, do that, call 911 before you let the officer talk to you. Just to confirm that it's a real officer. And they should always be willing to let you do that. Always. And, you know, this guy that pulled me over for expired tabs was on a side road and he really didn't have much to do. So, he, you know, didn't listen to anything I had to say. He just, be right back. and came back, wrote me a $90 citation. After I explained to him, I was trying to explain to him that I had the tabs. I was quite certain I had the tabs, that I just had to look for them. And then I was sure I had them in the vehicle. Just a minute, I'll be right back. Goes to his car, gets, writes up the citation. $90. I went to see the magistrate with a friend, with a neighbor friend. And anyways, the magistrate looks, I tell her my story. I said, okay, the tabs, my birthday's in, December. So I said, it got really cold around my birthday, on my birthday and around my birthday. And it was like icicles and I was afraid they were gonna fall off. I didn't want to have to go purchase a new one. So I kept them in the vehicle. And she looks at me and she goes, okay, go see the clerk. Your fines are all waived. So then here's this guy in the unmarked car again. And this police officer in the unmarked car. He's driving around, and then he sees my car in the library, apparently. He decides to go check it out. So a little bit of harassment there going on, That was the first encounter, at the same place at the public library. I don't know what he thought he was going to get away with, because the first time, he couldn't get in to check it out, because people wouldn't let him. I mean, there were other people in front of him and behind him wanting to get in and go out. And I was there in my parking spot. I just backed in just because it's the way I normally park. I like to back in so I don't have to back out. Anyways, I like to back up close to the building so I don't have to walk so far. Kind of makes sense to me. I'm 50, in my 50s. So anyways, that was the first time, and then there was, somebody was somehow, I don't know, coming in or something. And then another time, he was trying to back up to see who it was, see if it was me, I guess, and harass me a little bit more. Great big-ass truck, pickup truck. I think it was a Ford 350 or something like that. Kept pulling forward. He kept trying to inch backward. This guy kept pulling forward. No, you're not doing this in the parking lot. Go on. Get out of here. So anyways, the cop took off. Yeah, and then later on, he's down street near the police office, police station, and the library, public library. They're basically on the same street. Anyway, here's the thing about that. He was behind me, and apparently, perhaps his supervisor didn't like the fact. He kept going after me after my basically my fine was waived for the civil infraction of failing, which I didn't fail to renew my tabs. He called it failing to renew my tabs because he didn't wait for me to grab what I had to grab. He was very impatient with me. And I think this magistrate I think she had it in for me. I think she was kind of tired because he was doing this, and I'm like, you got to be more patient than that. You got to listen to people a little bit. You got to hear what they have to say before you make a judgment call. So really, either he was just trying to meet a quota, or just trying to be a jerk, or just having a really bad attitude or bad day. But you don't take that out on the public. But anyway, apparently supervisor or somebody did not like the fact he was after me constantly, and so somebody might have called him in. I think you got this detective that's harassing somebody, I know. And so at any rate, he got behind me on this particular street, and maybe read my license, and then realized who I was. And as soon as he could, he took off on the left side of me, just as fast as he could. Like, I'm not doing this. So at any rate, most of the cops, most of the police I run into aren't really jerks. But I have an issue. I do take issue when they're not, respecting the First and Second Amendments, and when they're not respecting the Constitution and living by it as well. If, as Christians, we live by our Christian principles, and as Americans, we live by our U.S. Constitution and our state constitutions, this whole world would be a better place. At least this whole country would be a better place. So anyway, this is the Michigan State Police FOIA, Freedom of Information. The Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, MCL 15231, ETSEQ, regulates and sets requirements for the disclosure of public records by public bodies. This is important. Okay. Disclosure of public records by public bodies, sets requirements for the disclosure of public records by public bodies within the state of Michigan. MCL 15232E defines a public record as a writing, prepared, owned, used in the possession or of or retained by a public body in a prepared, owned, used in the possession of or retained by a public body in the performance of an official function from the time it is created. MCL 15232H defines a writing as handwriting, typewriting, printing, photostating, photographing, photocopying, and even other means of recording, and includes letters, words, pictures, sounds, or symbols, or a combination thereof, and papers, maps, magnets, and paper tapes, and photographic films or prints. Microfilm, microfiche, magnetic or punched cards, disc, drums, or other means of recording or retaining meaningful content. In general, all public records that are not exempt from disclosure under MCL 28243 are subject to disclosure under the FOIA. Boom. That is from the MSP, Michigan State Police. So that's based on the public records, like, say you were to get pulled over, they would have to have a reason, and, most cops that know their job very well, such as my friend getting pulled over, and even my first encounter, when earlier when my tabs were expired and I did forget to renew them, I had two county deputies come to me. Excuse me, good afternoon, sir. Can we see your license and registration? Do you know what we pulled you over for? Or, we see that your tabs were expired and it's been a while. So they did this. Even the first two that ever pulled me over for expired tabs, which I've only done that twice in my entire life, and I'm in my 50s. But at any rate, that being said, that is the way they're supposed to conduct business. And there were two of them, and they were very nice, very professional. They didn't really... they felt bad. I mean, I could tell they kind of felt a little sympathy, because they were, they're like, well, tabs are expired. You admitted forgetting them, and there's no sign. But they probably could have done something worse, because I couldn't find a few things that was important, or at least one thing that was important. I don't think they can ask you for proof of insurance. They can ask you, I think they can ask you for your registration. Let me know in the comment section if that's correct. So at any rate, there is another here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to close this out. We'll get the little guy out here. Okay, my friends. Give me just a moment here. So at any rate, my friends, let's do this way, huh? We'll find it. We'll find what I wanted to find here. I've got it. This one's from, well, let's see here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to FOIA request in Michigan. FOIA request, Michigan, and Michigan, cute. I said FOIA. FOIA request in Michigan. How to file a FOIA request in Michigan. Let's see here. We got the MSM. FOIA.gov, Freedom of Information Act, how to make a FOIA request. I am trying to find one by our Attorney General for, okay, let's see here. FOIA.gov. How do I make a FOIA request?
To get information under the FOIA, typically you must make a FOIA request. Now, this is a written request in which you describe the information you want and the format you want it in as much detail as possible. You should be aware that the FOIA does not require agencies to do research for you, to analyze data or answer written questions, or to create records in response to your request. Finally, you should know that the FOIA requires that federal agencies release certain information automatically without the need for you to make a request. So before you send in that FOIA request, it's a good idea to look at agency websites first and see what's already available online.
So at any rate, guys, basically before making a request, first look to see if the information you are interested in is already publicly available. You can find a lot of useful information on a range of topics posted online here on FOIA.gov. If the information you want is not publicly available, you can submit a FOIA request to the agency's FOIA office. The request simply must be in writing and reasonably describe the records you seek. Most federal agencies now accept FOIA requests electronically, including by web, from email, or fax. See list of federal agencies for details about how to make a request to each agency on any specific requirements or any specific requirements for seeking certain records. Is there a special form I have to use to make a FOIA request? There is no specific form that must be used to make a request. What can I ask for under the FOIA? A FOIA request can be made for any agency record. You can also specify the format in which you wish to receive the records, for example, printed or electronic form. The FOIA does not require agencies to create new records or to conduct research, analyze data, or answer. Okay, so the FOIA does not require agencies to create new records or to conduct research, analyze data, or answer questions when responding to requests. How long will it take before I get a response? Agencies typically process requests in the order of receipt, and the time it takes to respond to a request will vary depending on the complexity of the request. Here's what we'll do, because I think I have the Michigan Attorney General's response to this in a PDF form. Let's see if I can find it. Find my files somewhere. Things are hiding on me. Where'd they go? Well, my files get moved into a folder. Downloads maybe. Michigan.gov. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got, guys. Wrong one. Dig nabbit. Change. Cute. Well, anyways, guys, you can check that out from Bill Schutte too. Anyway, let me do a little bit of weather for you. How's that sound? So, Grand Traverse County area, 37 degrees, feels like 28. High of 37, low of 36. It is cloudy. It's an interesting picture. And the 10-day forecast for the Grand Traverse area is Saturday. Of course, this is Saturday. High of 37, low of 36, 40% chance freeze, frozen mix. Sunday, high of 38, low of 32, frozen mix. Monday, high of 32, low of 29, mostly cloudy. Tuesday, high of 30, low of 27, partly sunny. Wednesday, high of 29, low of 28, 60% chance snow showers, which means they're probably likely that day if it holds up. Thursday, high of 30, low of 24, snow showers. Friday, high of 25, low of 21, 60% chance snow showers. Saturday, high of 28, low of 23, partly sunny. Sunday, high of 31, low of 25, partly cloudy. Monday, high of 31, low of 25, partly cloudy. And in the Grand Traverse County area, air quality is excellent. Fire center, closest fire activity. Closest active fire is 853 miles away from the Grand Traverse County area. There are no active hurricanes in the Grand Traverse County area if you live near there. The closest lightning strike is 295 miles away. And if you live on the eastern shore of Maryland, your current temp is 45, feels like 45, low of 32, does not give an expected high. Your 10-day forecast for that area is Saturday, 32 rain, low of 32 and rain. Sunday, high of 57, low of 51, 40% chance rain showers. Monday, high of 53, low of 41, partly sunny. Tuesday, 41, low of 34, mostly sunny. Wednesday, high of 39, low of 34, mostly sunny. Thursday, high of 41, low of 38, sunny. Friday, high of 43, low of 33, mostly sunny. It's what I love about the East Coast. They've got 3 or 4 days of mostly sunny, partly sunny and mostly sunny. Saturday, high of 36, low of 32, 30% chance of snow. Sunday, high of 40, low of 37, 40% chance frozen max. Monday, high of 40, low of 33, partly cloudy. And if you live in the Eastern Shore, Maryland, Easton area, that area, sort of, air quality is fair. Your closest active fire is 548 miles away. No hurricane activity reported for that area. Lightning is 448 miles away as your closest lightning strike to the Eastern Shore of Maryland. We are going into Naples, Florida. If you live in the Naples area, your current temp is 77 degrees, feels like 77, low of 69, mostly clear. Your air quality is fair. Closest fire activity is 258 miles away. No hurricane activity in the city of Naples. Closest lightning strike is 269 miles away from Naples. 10-day forecast for Naples, Florida is as follows. I think I did that, didn't I? No, I did not. So Saturday, your low is 69, expected, partly cloudy. Sunday, high 83, low 73, partly sunny. Monday, high 84, low 73, mostly sunny. Tuesday, high 79, low 60, 50% chance of storms. Wednesday, 70, high 70, low 48, sunny. Thursday, high 74, low 56, sunny. Friday, high 79, low 62, partly cloudy. Saturday, high 81, low 68, partly cloudy. Sunday, high 79, low 63, 30% chance of storms. Monday, high 73, low 56, partly cloudy. And we are going to Augusta, Georgia. Current temp 63, feels like 63, low 51, rain. You got some rain in Augusta. And your air quality is fair. Closest active fire is 65 miles away. You should be in lookout for that probably if it's that close. No active hurricanes in the area. Your closest lightning strike to Augusta, Georgia is 117 miles away. No lightning nearby, as they say. Your 10-day outlook for the Augusta, Georgia area is as follows. Low 51, rain on Saturday. Sunday, high 75, low 58, 60% chance of storms. Monday, high 69, low 47, 30% chance of rain showers. Tuesday, high 57, low 39, mostly sunny. Wednesday, high of 51, low 38, sunny. Thursday, high 53, low 38, sunny. Friday, high 58, low 46, mostly sunny. Saturday, high 50, low 42, 70% chance of rain showers. High 52 on Sunday, low 42, mostly cloudy. Monday, high 52, low 37, partly cloudy. We are going into the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area. Your current temp is 61 degrees. 80% chance of light rain. It looks like it is raining lightly now. Low is 69. Your air quality currently is fair. And there is your closest active fire to this Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area is 222 miles away. And there is no hurricane activity reported for the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area. Currently, your closest lightning strike is 273 miles away from you. No need to be concerned. And for your low tonight, you have 49 and rain. Sunday, you have a high of 72, low of 61, 50% chance of storms. Monday, high of 70, low of 49, 60% chance of showers. Tuesday, high of 57, low of 41, partly cloudy. Wednesday, high of 50, low of 34, partly cloudy. Thursday, high of 49, low of 39, mostly sunny. Friday, high of 56, low of 44, mostly sunny. Saturday, high 52, low 45, 70% chance of storms. Sunday, high 54, low 46, 50% chance of rain. Monday, high 53, low 40, partly cloudy. I say that if your chance of storms or rain or whatever is over 50%, probably likely. We'll go to the Big Rapids, Michigan area, just because I live in Michigan. Your current temp is 34, 40% chance, frozen mix, feels like 23, low 31. Air quality is excellent for the Big Rapids, Michigan area. Closest fire activity is 781 miles away. No hurricane activity reported. Yeah, not likely in Michigan. No, I suppose it could happen. Closest lightning strike to Big Rapids, Michigan is 248 miles away. 10-day outlook for Big Rapids, Michigan. Low at 31 tonight. Thunderstorms in Big Rapids. Thunderstorms. Okay. Not typical because this is wintertime for us. I don't think that's... This is from the WeatherBug. Usually great app. It's from, I can't think of, who the heck? WeatherBug, Germantown, Maryland. Can't think of if that's their official name or not. I know that's the name of the app. I'm just going through and checking this out. Also checking out to see how the new phone works. That's kind of weird. They got thunderstorms. Anyway, so Sunday, high at 41, low at 32, 80% chance of rain showers. Monday, high at 32, low at 27, mostly cloudy. Tuesday, high at 31, low at 27, partly sunny. Wednesday, high at 28, low at 28, mostly cloudy. Thursday, high at 29, low at 23, 70% chance, no showers. Friday, 24, low 18, partly sunny. Excuse me. Saturday, high 26, low 20, mostly sunny. Sunday, high 29, low 23, partly cloudy. Monday, high 30, low 23, partly cloudy. And I think we'll go to Raleigh, North Carolina. Your current temp is 53, feels like 53, low 52. You have rain currently. Wind is at 0. Air quality fair. Closest fire to you is 313 miles away. No hurricane activity. Closest lightning strike is 287 miles away. And your 10-day outlook is Saturday, low of 52, rain. Sunday, high of 69, low of 54, 40% chance of storms. Monday, high of 65, low of 43, partly sunny. Tuesday, high of 50, low of 36, partly sunny. Wednesday, high of 46, low of 28, partly cloudy. Thursday, high of 46, low of 34, sunny. Friday, high of 50, low of 35, mostly sunny. Saturday, high of 40, low of 34, 50% chance of rain. Sunday, high of 42, low of 38, 50% chance frozen mix. Monday, high of 48, low of 30, partly cloudy. And chat, I take you to Kalamazoo, Michigan. Let's go there, just for fun. Current temp is 37, feels like 30, high, low of 27, cloudy. Looks like it's been raining. Air quality excellent. Closest fire activity is 688 miles away from Kalamazoo. No hurricane activity reported for Kalamazoo, Michigan. Closest lightning strike is 107 miles away. No lightning nearby. Your 10-day outlook for Kalamazoo, Michigan is low of 27, thunderstorms for tonight. Sunday, high of 46, low of 35, 60% chance of rain showers. Monday, high of 35, low of 28, 40% chance of snow showers. Tuesday, high of 32, low of 29, partly sunny. Wednesday, high of 29, low of 28, 40% chance of no showers. Thursday, high of 32, low of 26, 70% chance of no showers. Friday, high of 26, low of 18, mostly cloudy. Saturday, high of 27, low of 22, partly sunny. Sunday, high of 30, low of 23, partly cloudy. Monday, high of 31, low of 23, partly cloudy. You guys, that's all for the news and weather. We are now at an hour and 10 minutes. And I want to go watch a movie or something. Yeah, sounds good to me, hey? Anyways, peace out. I love you guys. God be with you. T. Rob, C. Beagle, Daniel Boone, and all the rest of my subscribers and viewers. You guys have a great day and be safe. Pray for everybody, especially our president, and those battling illnesses and diseases. And, there's a lot of people that could use prayer, including some of my family members. So, anyway, God bless you all. Have a great day. This is Mr. Nick B for Good Morning USA. Peace out, man.